Why, hello everybody, it's GleeCon, and I'm here again bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Thank you for clicking and tuning in to this show, one in which we try to cover everything in the World of Warcraft universe. So that might be non-canon lore, canon lore, in-game, out-of-game. So we're doing a World of Warcraft Classic era walkthrough, playing every single quest and doing every single line of dialogue, every little nook and cranny. We just finished Searing Gorge with an Alliance character, and today we're going to start our Horde run, so stay a while and listen. We take Gleek Soul, our Resto, Tauren, Chamois, and bring her into the Searing Gorge for some good old-fashioned smoky fun. Now, one of the annoying things about the Gorge is that it's in the other continent, so we're going to have to get over there. Let's look at the spreadsheet, ye old spreadsheet. One of the electronic digital services I provide for this show. There are no Horde-specific quests, so we're just going to be working on the neutral quests, and of those, there are none that are really going to send us around the world, although it is possible that we're going to need some... auction housing at some point, but we will plan that appropriately if we have to. So what we're going to do first is hit the Zeppelin to take us over to Undercity. We also have Dragonscale Leatherworking. I was ready to turn that in. So that's actually over in Badlands, so we can do that too. Why not hit it up on the way down there? I mean, another option we could do, let's see, what's our other options? We could fly down to Ratchet and then go over here. What would be a farther flight? Booty Bay to Badlands, Undercity. Actually, Booty Bay to Badlands. It's going to be about a wash. My chair is being annoying. All right, so maybe we're going to do it that way instead. We're also going to look at some fishing. We can look at it while we're in Booty Bay. You know what would be also really cool? Oh no, that's the... I was going to say the Goblin Teleporter. We could use that bad boy, but no, that would just take us into Nomagon, but we have to be in Booty Bay first, so... That really just helps you get a portal from the bottom of the Eastern Kingdoms up to the middle, upper middle. Alright, so this zone, it took us about 5 episodes to get here on Alliance, but
lived until you've looked down on the world from the back.
I think it's going to be much quicker on Horde. Where are we at for skills? We're at 267. We should be at 270, so we do have a few points of fishing. We'll probably get that done while we're in Booty Bay. Just knock those out. And yeah, here we go. So I thank you guys for tuning in and joining me today. It's going to be a nice release. Today was a doozy of a day at work, and as is usually the case, it's made that way by other adults. Oftentimes people that you know or work with. This was a day where I just got lambasted. I made a move. I'm not going to get too much into detail because I know that's the boring part of the show, but I made a decision with the good intentions, and not all parties were communicated with, so that's an area where I could have worked, I could have been better. I took certain agreements for granted, and then someone that was related to this situation tangentially really just blew up in my face, and didn't it was just a really nasty situation. I called them to let them know what was going on as it was becoming apparent that there was an issue. And they asked me, well, what happened or what led to this decision or whatever. And I literally said one word, I said the name of another person involved. And so let's call them Oscar. I was like, Oscar, and then that's literally all I said. And they were like, don't you throw this on another person. This is all you. Like, take responsibility for your actions, blah, 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 blah. And it just went off from there. I was like, whoa, I was just going to describe what happened, and they were just like, nobody that is basically like, this is why you'll never get a promotion. This is, nobody would ever do your job. You're incompetent at what you do. Oh, I just missed the boat. Dang it. So, and it was just that over and over again. I want to speak to the boss, blah, blah, blah. That kind of situation. Like, let me talk to your superior. And I'm like, okay, well. And in the end of the day, I was just like, look, I will. And then when I'm being attacked like that, and at some point I'm probably, my tone's probably not the best. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And they were like, don't you be passive aggressive with me. And I'm like, okay. I guess I could just be straight up aggressive. Anyway, typical work crap. Everybody in the world deals with it. Every single one. I'm preaching to the choir, and it's probably boring. But it affects us. Sometimes for me, things like that weigh heavily on me because I try to really look within to find out how I could be better and do better. And when someone that I previously believed respected me so quickly, like, treats me in a way that I would never treat. Like, maybe in my worst moments, I would treat the people that are closest to me, the people that are closest to you see you at your worst. So maybe, but absolutely never like I don't know. So that's it. So, not to mention, today is the busiest day of the year for me. It's not always on the same day, but this particular event that is hands on deck. I'm coordinating a lot of things at once. It's about 6 straight hours of high intense. I'm managing a team. I'm doing a bunch of different things at once. And, 30 minutes or an hour into that situation arrives, and it just kind of makes the rest of everything a little harder to deal with. But I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day yesterday, and I apologize for wasting your time with the whining and moaning. I am human like everybody else, and I am happy to be here. Whoa. The Mavericks won the #1 pick in the draft lottery. How does that work? I guess they fell that far for the NBA. Bad luck to some of these other people. These other teams like the Hornets and stuff that just did badly, and not as badly as but the Mavericks did better, but they... Whatever. Alright, so I'm fishing here just because it shouldn't matter. That's 8 points, I would imagine, somewhere in the next 1 to 2 points. We should level up for fishing. And... maybe not, though. Maybe if fishing in a lower place like this does make the fish less... give you less? I had a good... we went to family's house. It was fine. A lot of dogs. Everybody basically brought their dogs. A lot of dogs running around. There we go. Got another point. We're down to needing 2 more. Just kind of hung out for a while. But I'm in full countdown mode now, so I'm just counting down when will I get to go on a little vacation, take a little break from work, and that's where I'm at with that. Tonight is some basketball. But I guess, yeah, let's talk a little bit about these quests here. So let's go into game mode. Dragonscale Leatherworking, that's probably the least popular leatherworking spec. I picked it just to be... I do things like that sometimes. Just pick things that I just kind of like being different, even if it's much... I don't always do it, but I feel like who really cares, because I'm not going to be like this meta person. So I felt like there was enough interesting things that we could have tried this out. Our boat is back. We can go to Booty Bay. I don't know that this is better in the long run, but then going to the Zeppelin. But we're going to go turn that in on the way to Searing Gorge. Searing Gorge is found in the middle of the Eastern Kingdoms, middle of the Southern continent. You actually, from Kargath, you could just take a walk straight over into the Searing Gorge. What's this? Oh, I guess I haven't been there. Huh. I guess I haven't been there on my character. We had been here already on our Alliance character, but I guess I didn't come here on my Horde. Not a big deal. We'll just walk over. Or I did, but I didn't get a flight path. I don't know. Plenty of quests to mess around with here. Okay, there goes that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have here? I saw this bat. This. Yeah, the shield. I don't know. That's not going to be used by me over this Flask of Forest Mojo offhand. So, Night Elf Priest, Holy Fans. Okie dokie. Needs food. Bregor. Janelle. These are all humans taking the path over to Booty Bay. Except me. Alright, so now that we are in Booty Bay, we are going to fish for a few more points just to get us to that 270. We're probably going to level up. We're definitely going to hit 55 in this process. We very well might hit 56 while we're doing Searing Gorge. They just said, it looked like they said regen. But hard to say if it just happened to translate it that way. On the flight up to Badlands, we will take a peeky poo. We also did on the last episodes, oh look, there's a floating wreckage. We did start working on some of the later blacksmithing quests. Oh yeah, just in time. Got the Spirit of Zandalar instantly when I got here. That will help us. Got a mithril bound trunk. It's in there. Just a couple silver. Strangle kelp. That's not as useful. A couple more points. You got a lot of Alliance out running around right now. And it's better to do some of the fishing right now because we will not be able to fish once we get to the Searing Gorge. As we fly, we'll kind of look at some of the quests. I really think we can get this all done in like 2 episodes today because we wasted a lot of time on setup. All right, we got another one. We're down to our last point, so we need somewhere approximately 9 casts. Let me go check my calendar for what we have. I think tomorrow is okay. What is that? Oh. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Next couple days should be okay. What's that? I just have a bunch of things. Thursday, it looks like I've got all day back to back into the evening. But next couple of days, it looks like I have busy days at work next couple of days, but nothing killing me. Tonight, I'm gonna watch some basketball, but it doesn't start for like 2.5 more hours, so it tears me up. If it's a good game, then that means that it keeps me up so late. Sorry that the flow is not there. I'm gonna get in there. Don't worry. Once we start questing, sometimes, you know, you just gotta shake it off. Real life affects us, and sometimes you gotta shake it off and get back into the flow. Tomorrow, I think you won't see me unless you do the Patreon. I'm probably gonna do. I've been playing. I recently started Assassin's Creed Bloodlines on the Patreon. It's a PSP game. It's supposed to be taking over after Tuyere. After the first Assassin's Creed 1, it's like basically the story of what did Tuyere do next. How he traveled and tried to figure out what to do with the piece of Eden. And there's maybe 10 memories is what they like to call them. There we go. We're done fishing. So I'm gonna need to do something with all this stuff. I've got my bank. I guess I can sell some and put some stuff in the bank while I'm right here, because some of this stuff gotta go. What is this? Oh, that's for that quest. Oh, a bunch will get dumped when I go to this quest. Okay, so that's good. White spider meat, I can just cook that on something. Alright, what can I put in the bank?
Yo.
Oh man, I forgot I had that off skill, and I'm definitely selling that shield. Tribal leatherworking? That didn't work. Tailoring green holiday shirt. I do not care about that. Okay, I guess I probably could have sold it. That's a money bag. I'll sell that. I'll put this thick spider silk in there. Looks like I already had a spot for it. Put a scorpion scale in there. I don't really need that right now. Okay. Rest looks okay. We're gonna need to farm. While we're in Badlands, we're gonna need to farm silk. So keep that in mind while we're there. Just one extra little thing to do, save us a little bit of time later. Okay, so.
Come in. Just don't sit too close to the stove. It hasn't exploded yet today, but just to be safe, I think you should sit elsewhere.
Yeah? Okay, buddy. Alright. Cool.
Glad I could help.
So here's where it comes. Now we actually have 3 things in Badlands to really think about. I think I'm going over here. Yeah. We're going to go to Kargath.
How may I be of service?
Kargath, my dude. Yep. Okay, a little bit of a flight. Alright, so first let's look in Kargath and just see... actually, let's look at Searing Gorge. This quest caught 15 pieces of silk cloth. I have 3. So I need 12 more pieces of silk, and you can get them from Angor Fortress, so we're going to just grind out some guys there. We're going to go over to turn that in. Maybe I'll clear that spot of the map, because for whatever reason I never went down there. Then head back up there for the 15 pieces, and then head back over into this land. And we'll just start with... I don't even know what we really want to start with. Guess we could just run all the way over and turn some stuff in. It's kind of... we gotta kind of be strategic. There's a way you can really do Searing Gorge quite nicely. Caught requires you to kill the geologists. but they don't really contribute to anything else. So that quest is kind of standoff one on its own. Key to Freedom drops from various guys, but many of them are part of other quests, so you don't really want to grind it out, which also means you don't really need to go down there yet until you get the Key to Freedom, so we could skip out on that. Yep, so that's all Key to Freedom random drops. Those aren't real quests. The Divine Retribution is... that's the story where he's going to start asking you to get some stuff. Yep, those are more of that. And then you have the Fiery Menace, Curse These Fat Fingers, Unsended Swords, What the Flux, Wanted Overseer Maltorius, Job Opportunity, Stolen, Smithing Tuyere. So that's basically what you want to pick up. I had a couple good... these people do this. Such and such is the type of person that complains or that does whatever. And that's basically the hook. That's the premise. That's the gimmick of something that's very popular in this little chat. It's kind of popularized by the My Bike Left Me guy, but he just, I guess the way you kind of, it's like dimes, you know, when you're talking crap about people, and it's really to see who can be more clever. It's like that, and I guess what you're trying, there's unwritten rules to the game, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to describe something that somebody would do, and that person, when someone does that thing, it kind of makes you roll your eyes, or they come off kind of cringe, or they're just like a vanilla example is, they said, one of them earlier today was like, such and such is the type of guy who buys a lotto ticket and loses every day and always says better luck next time, or something like that. Like, that's just the type of thing where it's just, some of it is like some vibes, you know, there were those commercials out there where it's like you can't stop yourself from turning into your parents or whatever. So some of it is like very much middle-aged parent vibey. Some of it is just like ridiculous. I wonder what they haven't said any good ones right now. Like this person says, whoever is the type of person that calls their big brother to handle things. This person is the type of person that finds treasures at Goodwill. Like, it's not like anything necessarily crazy, but sometimes they hit just right. And so they will just shoot them out, and, you know, spaghetti to the wall approach, most of it doesn't hit. But I will kind of wait until I can really hit a couple zingers. And, you know, it's like comedy, you gotta like workshop a couple things. But I hit one today that just basically made everybody in the chat laugh or be like, what the heck? WTF. So that's my favorite, when I can just derail the entire thing. Get everybody to stop and be like, what? That's what does it for me. Alright, this is Blackrock, Burning Steps. This is one of the last zones we're going to do. After we finish this zone, we're going to be on Feralis, which I am very close to being done. I have 2 quests that are repeatable, so I have to do them one time each on each faction, so I have 4 total quests. None will get done today. I'll probably do 1 tomorrow, 2 the next day, and yeah, like I said before, Thursday I'll be... So by this weekend I'll be working on Maraudon. By this weekend I will also be finishing this zone with you guys. Then throughout the next week, we will begin starting Feralis. And I'll be running Maraudon, so that will set that up for me. And I probably won't get to it. We'll probably be somewhere around halfway to almost all the way done with both characters on Feralis, right around the time I go on hiatus for a couple weeks. And then when I come back, I'm going to have to change my kind of schedule around my gaming schedule so that I can build up a lead again for the last 9 zones. I'll need to be doing Fellwood, Ajara, Ungoro Crater, and Blasted Lands, capped off with Sunken Temple, and then we're in endgame after that, the 5 endgame zones. So that's kind of where we'll go. I think I will... If I change my play schedule around, I can up it. I just have to basically cut other things out with my free time and focus on this instead, which is totally doable. Alright, so we hit Kargath. Now we're walking over to turn in Dragonscale Leatherworking. And let's go ahead and just look right here where we're at. We are at Searing Gorge. We're going to do... There are no... Whatever. We're going to hit Profession Quests. Leatherworking. And we're going to be going to this bad boy. Actually, I think I already hit it before. So if I can just copy it, I probably already did it on Zul, maybe not Zul'Farrak, maybe Chinaris. Yeah. Dragonscale Leatherworking. That's going to be what we do first. Walked right over that coyote. They didn't do anything. Elder Crag Coyotes. The Dust Bowl. Yeah, and I don't know how much we're actually going to get into this deeper, like, leatherworking thing today. Oh, let's cook this white spider meat right here, too. Spider sausage. Give us 1. That didn't actually save us any room, but okay. But yeah, this will clear up a bunch of things in our inventory. Happy about that. And this, I chose this because it will allow us to build some scale things for ourselves, but I think people are generally with these, unless you are building best in slot type of things, they don't really care. And this will not do that. Alrighty.
What do your stench will attract every dragon for miles. Tell me what you want, and quickly.
If you are ready to commit to a permanent decision by becoming a Dragonscale Leatherworker, then I'm ready to take you on as a student. Just bring to me the things I asked for and we'll begin your education.
I'll hand it to you. It takes a strong will to make a permanent decision like you've just done. I assure you, Dragonscale Leatherworking will prove to be a profitable and rewarding path for you to follow. To train in the art for the future, simply speak to me, and I will make available any knowledge that you have yet to commit as yours.
Alright, so he's going to teach me Dragonscale Gauntlets, and then I need to be up to 255, 280, so he has 3 recipes, 255 being the next one. So like 4 points, and we just learned Dragonscale Gauntlets. Not that cool. We would need 12 dragons. It is a crit. That's a pretty nice one. So my current one is like a 20 with maybe like 40 total. And this is like a... That's about the same. So it is a little better, but I would need 12 dragon scales. So I'm not going to really go out of my way to build it. So what do we need? We're heading over to get the silk now from the Angor Fortress. What would I need to increase my Wild leather cloak, that requires wild vines. That's too annoying. Wild... Yeah, I think these nightscape boots are basically what we need. So I need as much thick leather as I can get. Yeah, right now I could do 2 points. But we're waiting until I can maybe do around 4. Can I get more thick leather? I could build 7 more thick leather. So that's cool. So I'd have 46, but I would need 48. So that's it. We're just going for thick leather. Alright, so we basically need any of these Shadow Forge guys. And we need a total, we have 3 silk right now. We're trying to get up to 15. You guys are pretty easy kills. They're way below us, plus we have a nice buff right now. I did not get him on that one, but this is what I've had to do before on this quest if I didn't have enough silk. So it kind of seems silly, but there is no real place to farm silk in Searing Gorge. There you go, we got 3 silk off that guy, we're already up to 6. No, that one we got a mage weave, so that's not quite... That's not what we need. I mean, although, we won't say no, we're still working on maxing out mage weave. I don't know if we've... Judging from the fact I'm 274, that means we must have turned in all leather mage weave. Got a scroll of agility, we'll use that down the line here. Yeah, these guys aren't really worth anything for us. We're just... Going for XP. Going for silk. Don't need that interlaced cloak. Just gonna add some offense in. Going all offense. Dang, I'm not getting a good drop rate on that silk, but... whatever. Not the worst. We'll get there. Okay, I got 3 more. Up to 9. And we're 2v1ing this one. Okay, we're up to 10. Only need 5 more. So as you can see, it's not too bad. We've already gotten 7 of the 15 we need in just a couple minutes. Come on. Oop, didn't get one that time. Yeah, I gotta kind of look at how I want these heals to go. I think for Shaman is pretty much just using healing wave. It's pretty simple healing rotation compared to maybe Paladin or something. I like sometimes when they're already dead, you just give them another whack. Like, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's just hit him for good measure. Come on. Got 2 more, we're up to 12. We just need 3 more. Okay, got 1 more. We just need 2 more silk. And we are all good. And that's just, we're kind of just stashing it. We're not actually, like, necessarily even going to run this quest in. Shadowforged Chanter. And let's see what we go. Come on, we need 2 silk. 2 silk. Got a mage weave cloth, okay. Let's see what we got. Yeah. I was doing a little bit of playing earlier today and experimenting with some, not exactly the little totem weaving that they do. That's another thing people really try to do when they min and max concepts. They try a lot of these weaving ideas, but the only time that really makes sense is if you can really sustainably use the mana. Okay, got the 2 I need. Alright, we are done here. It took us about 5 minutes, because I just ran out of my Wind Fury. So we turned in Dragon. There's no other quests for the Dragon Leatherworking. We just turned in that one. And now we have gotten our silk. Now we're going to march out of Kargath, and I think I'm going to just take myself right over to the camp. That's my goal here today. Let's see, as we finally make our way in that, we are sitting, only 36 minutes in. So set up a little fishing and taking ourselves on a side thing. See, this guy says, Garush the kind of guy to lick the toilet seat before applying the toilet seat liner to get good adhesion. See, that's where you're going for too much shock value and not enough humor. See, there's a balance. Now, I hit a good shock value one earlier today. I'll drop it on you guys. And it was, let's just say it was Garush again. It wasn't, it was somebody else. I said, Garush, the type of guy who walks up on someone saying pepperoni, sausage, or olives and assumes they're talking about his nipples. And that got everybody. So, you know, I feel like if I can make myself laugh, then, well, I've already like pretty much won. But I've dropped some heat in this game from time to time. See, just still making myself laugh on the same thing. I can't remember. I really thought it was up here, but maybe it's actually down there. I guess I was wrong. My bad. It's down here. Yeah, that makes a little more sense too, because I remembered that the little valley was over there, but no biggie. Oh no, here it is, right here. I was not. It's in the middle. I was wrong about both. So it's not that bad to get here if you're Alliance, really. It's just there's no great flight path, but I guess coming out of Loch Modan out of the north is better. You can come out there and then come out of the top. I think it's kind of silly that there's a whole quest line about that, but whatever it is. I guess this is me discovering Searing Gorge, and I forgot when I was in Badlands to go down there. Would have been like a little bit of free XP, I guess. Alright, so we're going to kind of go up around. You know we're going to need to kill those glass webs eventually. Yeah, Fellwood, I don't think it's going to be... I think it's going to... Fellwood's probably going to be a little bit more in-depth than this was. Probably somewhere along the lines of Feralis. The good thing is that once we finish Maraudon, which is a longer dungeon, we really will not have a lot of dungeons coming up. None until Sunken Temple. And Sunken Temple is the last one that's basically not an endgame dungeon. Then we'll have Ajara, which is short. We'll have Ngoro Crater, again, kind of medium. And then Blasted Lands is pretty decent. So, Blasted Lands is that like transition between a real like those level zones in the end game. But that's what I think we can be working on over the next couple months. Next 3 months or so. So that by the time we start dipping into fall, I think we should be in full-on endgame. Western Plaguelands, Eastern Plaguelands, Winter, Spring, Silithus, and Old Burning Steppes. And, yeah. All right, so this is the camp. If you don't watch the Alliance episodes, we've been here a little while. The flight path is over here instead. Undead Mage.
As long as those dwarves stay over there, we'll have no trouble.
So we got
Where are you
under the
heading,
flight path.
adventurer?
That's a graveyard, maybe. I don't know. All right, so there's not a lot of talking we can do. Here's a guy we can talk to.
Yes, it's true. I'm blind as a bat and drunk as something that gets drunk. I'll tell you what, person, it's the drink that keeps me senses sharp. It's common knowledge that when you lose a sense, your other senses become more alert. My drunk sense is incredible these days.
My drunk sense.
Very good.
And then we'll get these quests. Wanted Overseer Maltorius. By order of His Eminence Overseer Oilfist, the rogue Thorium Brotherhood agent and newly hired commander of the Dark Iron Slag Pit crew of the Cauldron, Overseer Maltorius is to be killed and his head brung back as proof of the deed. See Lookout Captain Lolo Longstriker for the reward on this bounty. That is the first that's the first interaction we've had with the Thorium Brotherhood. So Wanted Overseer Maltorius. Of course, we pick up pretty much the toughest one first. Stolen Smithing Tuyere and Lookout Spyglass. The following items have been stolen: 1 Dark Iron Tuyere, 1 Lookout Spyglass. A reward is being offered to individuals who find and return these pilfered items. The Thorium Brotherhood is certain that these items were stolen by unscrupulous and jealous Dark Iron dwarves that inhabit the Searing Gorge. The Spyglass in question was an excellent tool for the lookouts, and the Tuyere was an irreplaceable smithing tool. Should you find the missing items, return them to Scrange. Oh, somebody is rising obsidian. Okay, that one is... We had really good RNG for the most part when we did this one last time, so we'll see when we do that. And job opportunity culling the competition. Taskmaster Scrange is looking for a few good men and women to help cull the competition in the Searing Gorge. If you're interested in this position, venture out into the Searing Gorge and slaughter every Dark Iron Taskmaster and Dark Iron Slaver that you see. Return to Taskmaster Scrange when your clothes are bloody enough. You'll know when they're bloody enough, so don't ask. Okay, so that's an easier one, culling the competition. Alright, up here, we could talk to those guys, but they're all kind of neutral. This is Evanice.
We chose to leave the
Smoker.
protection and comfort of the depths to exploit... yes, that's right. Explore the world.
Okay, here we go.
When Lolo doesn't want to spill any of his precious ale or get his little dress dirty, I'm called in. Yep, old Hansel is the dwarf they use to mete out a little bit of justice and a whole lot of pain.
That's this other guy he's talking about. So, curse these fat fingers.
Unfortunately, I can't dish out the beats like I used to, due to this here fat finger problem. You see, the climate out here combined with the lack of air pressure makes me fingers expand. They're like gigantic Thelsamar blood sausages, they are. You're gonna have to carry out me orders of business and what have ye. First on me agenda, pounding the living daylights out of the heavy war golems of the gorge. Get cracking.
Okay, so the fat fingers make me want to do the war golems.
Bunions, lass. Me bunions got bunions. How am I supposed to do any sort of killing with me feet in such disarray? That's why you're gonna help. Scrange and Burninate tasked me to kill these things so they can send some expeditionary teams down into the slag pit lava pools to do some exploring. Supposedly some Inchendosaurs or some such nonsense down there causing all kinds of problems. Now move along and don't come back till the Inchendosaur population be extinct.
I like to say Incendosaur, but sure, Inchendosaur? I don't know. Sorry, robot. Not feeling it.
Know it. Every time old Hansel wants to take a moment to relax and reflect upon his life, the powers that be give him another job. Me gots to think, come on. You know what I be saying? Come on. So these here greater lava spiders are causing a ruckus of some sort. Oilfist says they shoot fire out there. Yeah, well, anyway, such things upset the children. I guess we gots to kill them. Rather, you gots to kill them.
Okay. Alright, we will teach the robots how to read better. We will teach them. And then there'll be no need to listen to me. They won't complain about
As
life.
acting taskmaster of this here compound, it is my duty to make sure that there is a certain level of tedium involved with all forms of business, work, rest, and relaxation that may take place here. If you find anything that you're asked to do to be too easy and hassle-free, report to me immediately.
Awesome.
Burninate's the name, smithing's my game, and, I sell a little food and water on the side. Care for some meat? When that bastard Maltorius left our clan, he left with something more valuable than a pristine arcane crystal. Our recipe for fiery flux. I'd bet anything that the recipe was part of the deal in his new promotion amongst the Dark Irons. I want you to get our secret plans back, adventurer. I'm sure they're somewhere near Maltorius, deep inside the slag pit.
Alright, so that's an then crucial one because it goes along with being able to get the rep. You have to complete that quest if you want to be able to do the rep.
How are you?
I don't want that spider sausage. That's fine. I guess I'll keep the sweet nectar. Yeah, I don't. Oh, it's because I opened up all these spots. I was like, why am I having all these random things? It's because I opened up that one little weird chest. I needed to put the Mallet of Zul'Farrak in my thing also. In my bag. Alright, so we're pretty much good. The only other thing we really need to do is go down and get this Divine Retribution quest. And then we're ready to start questing.
Vengeance shall be mine. Hear my tale, adventurer.
Okay, let's hear his tale.
What can I do for you?
Well, tell me what drives this vengeance.
My father was slain by the filth that inhabits the cauldron. My pleas for assistance to the Stormwind Magistrate fell on deaf ears. Nay, they want not to admit that this part of the world even exists, let alone send their precious military in to administer justice. I seek vengeance, traveler, plain and simple. Is there a more passionate cause in this world? As you can
Continue,
see,
please.
I am but one man with a lumbering oaf of a squire. The might of the dark iron dwarves and the beasts held in the grip of Ragnaros would surely overwhelm me alone. But I have the utmost confidence that such a brave and ambitious adventurer such as you would have no problem handling the denizens of the cauldron. Should you choose to assist me, I shall reward you with riches and wealth beyond your wildest dreams.
Let me confer with my colleagues.
See you later. Greetings. Have you heard enough? Are you prepared to act?
Sure. Alright, so we're going to do Divine Justice. Divine Retribution, I mean. And that's just a pick that we've actually got a yellow one done now. Bang, bang.
See you around.
The Flawless Flame.
You have made the right decision, adventurer. We must strike where we will do the most damage. The 4 sentry towers. With the 4 towers in flames, we can initiate an offensive before they have time to react. You will need the proper tool to set the towers ablaze. To make the tool requires some materials. Bring me 4 hearts of flame and 4 golem oil, and I shall craft the torch of flawless flame. The golems and elementals in these lands should be your first target.
Alright, so that's what we're going to do. That is the Flawless Flame. And we're going to work our way. If any magnet elementals that we find, we're going to fight, and we're going to fight these greater lava spiders. That is our 2 things, because the greater lava spiders are not tied into anything else. They're just a one-off, might as well kill them. That's our goal. And that is what we do. So we're just gonna... I mean, I guess I can interrupt him if I'm not going to be doing anything else with my mana, really. Okay, 1 down, 19 to go. And we're looking also for magma. I don't care as much about the heavy golems right now. There you go. We want those magma elementals as well. Okay. I mean, and I can set totems down. Just to increase my ability to kill some of these. I can pick him, draw him there. He's immune to something. Oh, the lightning. So lightning shield is probably not going to be that effective for me. Got nothing out of that guy. These guys can drop the golem oil, but again, if we just focus on the magma elementals, we'll probably get all that we need. And if not, that's fine. We really want the Heart of Flame. That's the most important thing. Okay, 2 spiders down. We did kill a magma elemental, but it was worthless. There's a flame right there. Okay, I'm going to re-drop these totems. Because why not? Alright, we have 3. And now I'm going to go after this fire elemental. I was going to say, some of these guys are shooters, so... Ah, he got me. That one did not increase. That one didn't. So I've killed 2 of these elementals, but I didn't get any flame arcs yet. Alright, so basically every one of these spiders is these greater lava spiders. There are other lava spiders around on one side, the other side of the map, but they're not worth it. I mean, they don't give you points. So if you just come over, and there's not really a lot else on this side of the map, you can find some of the golems, so this is a good way to start. Just mix these 2 couple things together. Ooh, we're at 5. And yeah, they're all over. They don't do a lot. They do fire damage, really. I think we have pretty good... I mean, we got some juice. We'll have to eat soon. Kind of running low on mana. Mana and life. And we've already killed 6 of these spiders as we plug away. I think there's some... A lot of the times when you see these little fiery lava strips, that's a good indication that there's going to be some kind of elemental near there. Alright, I'm running it into very low resources. Yep, there's one right there. So I'm going to go after one more spider, and then we're going to rejuvenate. I don't have any mana, really. My weapon is about to... My Wind Fury weapon's about to expire. It's okay. There's a fireball hit. Okay, so we're going to drink this little nectar we just got, and I'm going to eat this spider sausage. That's where we're going to begin. We are 8 spiders, so almost halfway done. That little nectar is, not that good. Not as good as the moonberry juice that we've been having. So that gummy bear juice. Here is a magma elemental. Let's see if we can get lucky. And yeah, remembering that the lightning is useless on them, so let's not waste our mana. Probably it's probably not a good matchup. Like, my fire is probably weak against him. But I mean, pound for pound with blows is pretty good. Alright, we got a chromite shield, an elemental fire, but nothing that we need. That's cool, that shield. 3 strength, 10, just not a special shield. Come on, mate. Oh. And 9 spiders. Okay, again, we're just looking for golems. Not golems. Elementals. Spiders. Up here, I know there's a few. We did a pretty good job of fighting up there before. It's a nice combo area. I kind of knew this was going to happen too when we did this. Like, we were setting ourselves up kind of to do a zone that we basically had just completely done everything in. Like, nothing new, not a single new quest. So you watch the Alliance episodes, we're not doing anything different. It's just a slight, literally not a single line. We're just cutting some out because the Horde just has less to do here. The only point of coming here for the Horde is to get good with the Thorium Brotherhood. Alright, let's go after this Inferno Elemental, see if we can finally get a piece of Elemental. Guys are a little better to fight. Persons. Oh, he just joined in on this. Did not get anything. His name is... Oh, that's Iron Bull. That's the... Pretty sure that's the person that I talked about the nipples with. On my other character. Kind of funny. Alright, so far we've had no luck on our elementaling, so that's a little annoying. Oh, look, there's a magma. We'll go after that too in just a sec. Hiding in the smoke down there. Alright, maybe I'll pull... Put some totems down. Cool. I mean, at least the spiders, there's no, like, there's no maybes. It's just kill 20. And we've done 13. So we are making progress, even if we're getting terrible luck on this. You know, there's a druid that just walked by and buffed me. Come on, get him. Get that so-and-so. Got a golem oil, which is not the thing that we need. I mean, we need them, but... we need 4 of these flames. But there's some more people. There's a magma elemental right there, so someone has recently been down here killing them. We got a couple elementals, so maybe we shall get lucky. We have a dead one, but we have a respawned one, and then we have a fire one right there. Is Scorpion Sting better than Serpent Sting? Serpent Sting is like a debuff if I... like they're two different things. It's not really... Second golem whale. Okay, we'll pull this guy back over to the little... Alright, so... Getting totally bad luck on this Heart of Flame. We've got 2 golem whales. No Heart of Flame. Alright, so I might be wrong. But the way I'm telling it, and I might be wrong, is that Scorpion Sting is a dot, and so you put that on there when you do your longer fights. That's how I use it anyway. Whereas Serpent Sting is your debuff that I almost never use. Unless I have that backwards, and I'm going to feel like a jerk, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's how it goes. But I definitely could be wrong. Now I feel like I need to look at what it says. Not Scorpion Stinger. Oh, man. I did reverse them. So, I was an idiot. Now I should just keep my mouth shut. That's what you get. You can tell I don't really play, Hunter enough to give any advice at all. Alright, here's more spiders up here. And my typing is bad. Alright, we're down to needing 3 more spiders. I don't know what the stink we're going to do about these golems. I mean, these elementals. We're going to have to run around looking for them because we kind of need that phase of the quest to be over to really turn our attentions. We could go after the golems too, but I'd like to... We need these stinking... I'm just not having a day, guys. Not having a day. There was a couple good moments today. There's a couple good... My son had a really good academic moment that made me proud. That was good. I said I hit that funny nipple joke. I mean, that's pretty good. So there were, you know, I had little moments, but it was just a ratio of... And I just let... that's like one of my biggest things I wish I could change about myself. I let this kind of crap just live rent-free in my head. And just need to be like Zen and let it go. It's so much harder to do it when you're in the moment, when you're in the world. It's easier to disconnect and keep things in their proper perspective when you're not engaging. All right, so we need to kind of run around looking for other elementals now. That's our current goal. Here's another one. There's a couple. I particularly like these because they can drop both. We've killed all of our spiders. Got a couple magmas right here. Got another one over there. So we have a few. This is pretty bad RNG we've had on the Heart of Flame. It's not typically this bad. Normally maybe a 1 in 3 drop. Come on. Go. Got another no call there. No call, no show. Go fire. Heart of Flame. Heart of Flame. Just another golem whale. And I think my weapon's called the Rock Pounder. Yeah, and I'm just not doing that well about pounding rocks. I'm on the base of Black Rock Mountain. That's cool. Slowly pull this guy up the hill. Because I saw another one up there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, yeah, he's resistant against that. I have this extra mana. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with it. Oh, that guy reappeared down there. Finally, we got one of each. Alright, so we have all the golem oil. So now they're useless to us. There, these guys both respawn, but we still need 3 hearts of... It says I got a Heart of Flame, it's just not counting it, but we did get one. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go... Oh, they pulled that guy. Dang it, I was gonna go after him. Lame. Come on. He's immune to Earth Shock, too. Yikes, so there's very little I can do. Okay, got another Heart of Flame. Elementally, there's very little I can do. Okay, we're down to needing 2 Hearts of Flame. Another guy up here. I don't know. Yeah, that's like the entrance to Blackrock Depths. I've not been in there with any characters yet. Okay. Yeah, I guess like that ice, even that doesn't hurt him very well. Yes, I'll put these 3. Woof. It's been like so humid and hot lately. Did not get one. Some days that just makes that water just hit that good, especially if it's nice and cold. That water just hits good. Alright, let's go sell a couple of these. There's a shop right here. Oh no, that's a bad. He's Alliance, I guess. Okay, never mind. All right. Just gonna head back up this way, see what has respawned. You can go in the cauldron too. Just try not to do that. And we were starting to respawn, but unfortunately, somebody's in the same mission as us, or not. Somebody is farming, or just shot something as they walked by. They're clearly not after Mithril, because that's everywhere. Dead spiders. A dead spider. Alright, so kind of back up the way we came. We can always... I mean, we need this lookout spyglass too, but I'm trying to wait until we need the daggers, because that's another part of it. There is a dagger... There's another one. Dagger killing quest where you basically need to kill any of the dudes for daggers, and we also want that key to drop. So the real name of the game is I'm trying to overlap as many things as possible. Like, these don't really overlap. You gotta get Heart of Flames from these elementals. There's no other part of the story. The spiders that we did, no other part of the story. So we're kind of trying to overlap where we can. That is my goal. Yeah, we've just unfortunately had a little bit of bad luck with the Heart of Flame. We got all of our golem oil. I guess, supposedly. Oh, look, there's dead. There's another elemental, though.
I'm out of range.
Are you, though? Yeah, this is that same crew. So they're rolling around, maybe doing something similar. I don't know. But that's part of my issues, is we're fighting for the same mobs. Dang it. All right. I mean, we can kill any golems we want, because... Let's see if they're immune to this. Let's see. Nope, they're not, so that's good. So we can keep that going. We need 20 of these golems, though, too, so that's just another thing. They don't overlap with anything else. We just kill them as we see them. We do need those lookouts, but there are some overlapping things for that. So I will wait on that. We need the lookout, but I don't... Does a key drop from that? Yes, the key to freedom also drops, which is cool. But also the daggers that we will eventually need drop from them, so that's after the elemental quest. Just all about trying to get it, trying to multitask, even though it seems like I'm avoiding some mobs. The respawn and everything is fine, so it's not like, oh, I'm gonna wish I had not avoided those later. It'll be fine. We'll do a turn in. Oh yeah, there we go. There's some fire elemental up there. Okay, gonna go all offense. I like when the mobs use AoE that it doesn't hurt your totems, because that would suck. Otherwise it'd be like one AoE thing, all totems are destroyed. They can single target them, and they will. Come on. Take him down. Jeez. Okay, good. We got a Heart of Flame. Thank goodness. Okay. Nice. Couple chonky chonkers. This might get us lucky right here. Did not. It did not get us lucky. We did not get lucky. Any chance of there being a rend at night? Might feel just thirsty. Thirsty for that. Buff. Alright, come on, Magma Elemental. power play. That person looks like they're going to Black Rock Depths. Whatever, Black Rock. Any Black Rock mountain thing. Here they are coming right after my thing again. Well, I got the last one I need, so ha. Alright, so I'm good. And now we're done with that one. I'm going to hit these. Now we're going to hit golems up. That's the goal for this one. This is the cauldron. Okay, so now we're going to golem fight it up. We're going to look for, we need 18 more golems. It's our time on our record here. Cool, sitting about an hour. I think that's, we got time. Got plenty of time to kill these golems and move on to something else. At least get a little bit more of a grind in. So we've done, we're going to be doing 2 of his 3 jobs, the Kirsty's Fat Fingers and the Fiery whatever. And we also are doing the first step in the casing quest.
I need to get closer.
There's just a constant flow. Dr. Girlfriend. Just a constant flow of people going towards Black Rock Mountain, I guess. 32 DPS Shaman. What's the point? I feel like at level 32, just do whatever. People get too hyper fixated on like your spec rolls. The only time, I mean, really, tank is the only one where I can, you know, that's, I mean, whatever. They're all, I feel like you do just fine. As long as it just gives you more margin for error. If you have a tank or healer that are super spec'd at what they do, there's just a really good margin for error. Or I could just be crappy at the game, and I'm like, what, man? Feel fine. Alright, we got a quarter of them done. 5 down. 5 of these little golems. Oh, our well-fed buff wore off. I didn't even really notice it. Not even really using totems because when you have to go from like one to the next, I just feel like, do I want to keep bopping them down? Eh. That's someone fighting those steam smiths. There's just a lot of people out tonight doing this. Maybe because it's Monday and like tomorrow, raid reset happens tomorrow, so tomorrow night might be more chill, but either way, we won't be doing it tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow I'll hit the Patreon up. Wednesday I'll hit a shorty, a fable up. Maybe, if not Friday, that'll happen. Thursday I won't be doing anything. I have, my son has a concert. I'll be, like, he's playing in, so I'll be going to watch that. So maybe I'll hit a fable. I did a fable this past week about the Tuskar. So I'll hit another one of those fables up this week. Probably be Friday. So you guys probably won't see me again with another post until Friday. That will give me time to also have moved on and started collecting Maraudon quests on my own. Over this weekend, we should just be able to begin Feralis. Let's get D-Brock Salt. I did. Alright, we're getting close to the halfway mark. I think it's weird that they spent so much work when they designed these golems on giving them toes. Like, that just seems like unnecessary. Not the game designers, but yeah, I guess it reflects on them. But like the actual like dwarves that are building these heavy war golems are like,
Let's make sure we're carving out enough. We want toes. They need toes. Why? Why would you not just give them like a flat foot? Are those toes... Do they grip well? Are those effective grippers? I don't know. Methinks not.
Too far away.
Okay. Oh, someone is killing them. Oh, this is an actual Dark Iron Taskmaster, but again, I don't really want it yet. Alright, we've got half of the golems. This person killed the golem. So we kind of need to walk around in space here because someone has been running around killing them. They do spawn pretty fast. They are all over the place. Just looks like people have come and killed. Yeah, there's a lot under or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to have to go back up the way I was. A lot of these things are actually underground. A lot of these, particularly slavers and taskmasters, they actually spawn underground. But we need 10 more golems. Okay, don't really see anybody around here. This is also where we'll grind out. I don't want to do it today since it seems like there's too much competition. I mean, those steam smiths are pretty good for the smithing Tuyers, but I'm gonna focus. There's more of those guys. Alright, looks like... I mean, there are... Yeah, there's golems all the way around the rim. It's just crazy. It looks like somebody's came and killed... Like, whatever I'm on tonight. That's what other people are on. I just can't believe also this is just such a popular zone. Maybe because it's just pretty easy, not a ton of... This person says, ugh, I hate not having helpful conversations or talking to funny people through my day. If this is you, allow me to introduce you to the Syndicate, the best guild potentially in the history of guild. I don't understand if they're saying... Like, are they saying we're funny? That's not a very helpful conversation they're having. They're just confusing me. And his name is Farad Jogel, so... Obviously the humor is also very topical. Who hasn't... Who doesn't continue to make good subway jokes? Alright, we got a couple more golems around here. We still need 9 more.
Out of range.
Found the Sea of Cinders. That's cool, as we've gotten half this map opened. Where are we at with XP? We are needing 18,000 more. Ow. Not too bad. I really think there's a pretty solid chance we're going to hit 56. Even my highest level character, that's how I know we're catching up, is my other characters are like 50. My highest one, I think I have a 56 and a 57. So we are right there. I mean, it makes sense. We're only one zone ahead. I'm a little worried about doing Maraudon. I don't know if I can... that's why I need to experiment it with it first. I don't know if Maraudon, if I can do one episode, one run, and get through the whole thing. I suspect I might. Or if I need to do, like, break it into its parts because I know Maraudon has like multiple parts, multiple instances. Like when we did Scarlet Crusade, I think I was able to do the entire dungeon in one episode. Pretty sure that's how I ran it, and I'd like to run Maraudon the same if I can. Alright, so these guys are stinking. Not around. That's late. Oh, there, he respawned right now. So we still need 7. So somebody has just recently been killing all these mofos. Down to 6. Okay. Yeah, and Feralis is a pretty cool zone. It's pretty fun, but yeah, like, and I'm not, like, Fellwood, I've had to do some killing in the area, so I kind of have an idea. Ajara, we've had to do a couple things. I've had to do a couple class quests around there. What else do we have? Ungoro Crater, we've also had to do some there. So I know these are like tough, but not undoable. Blasted Lands, I have not really had to do basically anything other than run through it. And I've already run Sunken Temple a couple times on my trial run. People, look at these people just killing me.
It's too far away.
I swear, it's like we are on the same schedule except they're alliance and working together. What does this guy say? A laid-back leveling guild seeking friendly individuals to join us for enjoyable experiences. We're here to assist with all dungeons, quests, raids, and running 2 Zulgrubs a week, and 1 Oni working on Molten Core. And this guy's LOL, get a load of this guy. And they're in the same guild. Anyway, do you enjoy WoW? Are you cool? Are you currently guildless? Yikes, weird that you'd be cool and without a guild, but whatever. I mean, I think that fits me. You're weird, but is welcome. Join the syndicate. At level 60 just targeted me, but they're a human. What are they doing? What were you doing in Zemio? In Zemio Hall. Yeah, I'm old. Alright, 4 more to go. We are almost there, and I see another couple just past this. Grande Schlong. What's the name of that? Okay. He's a very serious, mature person. We only do serious things. Grande Schlong is only serious at all times. Much like myself. Look, they took the one I was going to kill next. Okay. We only need 3 more of these golems. Then we can turn in for a second. Here's one. I see another right there. So as long as they don't run and kill him. And we should be okay. Ow. I don't like that knockback that they do. Uncool. Okay, 2 to go. As of right now, I don't see them after them. There's another one over there. This could be our last 2. Alright, and And then we'll just turn in a few, we'll sell, and then we'll basically start the next little run. I'm guessing at that point I'll start doing the lookouts in the Smith's Tuyere. Do not get that guy. You got him. What a jerk. I literally need one more. There's a forge right there. That's one thing there is no dearth of in this zone. Forges, mining, all that good stuff. Oh, dang it, I forgot I was supposed to call. Alright, we got him. So first let's go turn in this Flawless Flame. Start there. I don't see a lot of Horde here.
For the Alliance.
Have you collected the materials?
Well done, adventurer. We are almost ready.
Okay, so we're going to turn in the Flawless Flame. Get rid of that. Bang! Flawless Flame done.
To hold the Flawless Flame, you will need a shaft and a casing. You must first find a suitable shaft. The Dark Iron Taskmasters and Slavers of the Cauldron use weapons of enchanted thorium, an extremely sturdy alloy. If you bring me 8 thorium-plated daggers, I can break the alloy down and reforge a shaft.
That's actually pretty... I didn't, like... They have thorium daggers? It's pretty good. I just heard my son loudly. Alright, so... Those can come off of basically any dark iron, so that's why we wanted to complete this quest, because now we can get this other little element of killing dark irons. It can come from any, and we're just going to kind of work that one. Now we don't have to think about that one at all, because it'll just happen. And the golems and the spiders, they don't really mix up with anything else. If you get those... little whatever, the Heart of Flame or whatever it was called. Okay, so we're going to turn in 2. Fiery Menace.
What's on your mind?
Versus these fat fingers.
You're a good lass, you are. I got you a little present for your troubles.
Cool. Okay, so Curse These Fat Fingers is done. Thank goodness we take that one off.
Very good.
And
I think I'm getting a cold. Damn this frigid climate.
he sneezes. All right. Whoa, this is a... Oh, we're rocking. So that's 19, so I would lose a point, but I gain so much armor. I'm going to take it. Agility and Sam, I would lose strength and spirit.
Off with you.
Fine. I like having that spirit, but this armor is so much better. We now have a male. I think just those Trip Runner dungarees, which are really good. Those are the only leather that I haven't been able to upgrade because they're just so good. Cool.
Talk to me.
I will. Alright, we're gonna... That I can keep. Don't need that. Coal we're gonna save. Plate is useless. That I can... Those I can... Elemental fire. That's all good. Remember, coal we need for... whatever. Alright. So, now we are going to go for the Smith Tuyere and the lookout thing. We're going to try killing that for a little while. That'll give us thorium-plated daggers. In the meanwhile, if we see any taskmasters or slavers, we'll kill them too because we want the key to drop. All that good stuff. But the lookout and the Smith Tuyere, those are the limited area they come from, and they're super annoying. So that is worth just fighting out. Fight it out. Yes, they're fighting right there. Jerks. Alright, so we need this. There's a Steamsmith. The Steamsmiths are... they're really the rare ones. Okay, I guess I'm going defense. Now we might get lucky and get the smithing Tuyere fast. That's fine. or might not get it. We might have to clear this place 2 or 3 times, because these are the only places they spawn. At least they're not running. Okay, we got a dagger, not the actual... And this dude's out here. Now we're going to be fighting competition, so I hope we get good RNG, because you have this Night Elf guy. And another one. Nope. Okay. Alright, we got it. But they didn't really seem to be fighting them, so that's good. This will be our 3rd one. Nope. I saw a 4th over here. Right there. Okay, so this is 4 Steam Smiths. We shall see if we get lucky with any of them. So far we've had 1 dagger. You just hit me with a steam jet. Don't love that. And that gave me the outhouse key, so that's good. The key to freedom, the small brass key, looks simple enough. The only thing that seems to make it stand out are some words scratched into the head of it. Dark iron outhouse, do not duplicate. You have no idea what it means or what it'll lead to. So that's the drop. We got key to freedom. Cool. Alright. Unfortunately, it looks like they have gone and fought, taken out Steam Smiths. Not a lot of area not a lot I can do with that. There's very few anyway, and if people start combating, you know, killing the same, you're kind of screwed. There's just not a lot to do. There's just not enough of them. Yeah, there's a slaver. We can kill some of those. So when they have slavers and taskmasters, that's fine. So that's just because we need 15 of those, so that will help us with any of them we see above ground. That's an easy kill. And we still are getting these thorium plated things, so that helps us. We'll come back here for more Steam Smiths in a minute. So yeah, we killed 4. That didn't help us out. We might not get it today because it's going to be RNG dependent, and we're not backed ourselves into a quest that's so far that we can't. That we have to be like, no matter how long the episode is, we're not in space like that yet. Okay, got a 2nd dagger. That counted as one of our kills. Here's the lookouts. We need these guys. That's the other thing. We need the smithing Tuyere, and we need the lookout glass. Last time we had really bad luck. We had really good luck on the smithing Tuyere. We got it within a couple kills, and then we had really bad luck with the lookout. So, this time we got the lookout on the first kill. Excuse me. Now you could save the lookouts until you did the final step of the dark iron, but... Alright, so we'll go look and see if any of these guys respawn. If not, we're going to move to the other part now that we have the key. We're going to work on some of that. Yeah, I don't see anybody. Unfortunately. Desafortunadamente. Okay. Yeah, those are slavers and taskmasters. Alright, so what? Yeah, more of them dead. More slavers and taskmasters dead. So we're going to go around and over to the outhouse, where we will also pick up the caught quest. Here's another Slaver Taskmaster. Get these guys. One of each, why not? Give us more chance at the thorium-plated daggers. Little gouge. At some point, we could go under for the Incendus. Ooh, I leveled up. I didn't realize we were that close. That's because we turned in those couple quests, so that's cool. So we're at 55. That's not... No need to travel back home or anything. We still have rested all the way through 56, too, so that's great. Okay, we got our 4th dagger. Alright, we are on Resto Skills. We're not quite there yet. We need 2 more points. I've been giving it now to Healing Focus, so this will bring us up to a 56% chance now of not being interrupted when we cast. That's pretty good. 1 more will be at 70% at 56, and then our last 4 points are going to go into Purification, where we'll slowly work to a 8% increase in our healing spell efficiency. Not too shabby. Alright, so I'm kind of wrapping around to go here. Why not? And this will also allow me to come around and start working on glassweb spiders if I want to work on that. Love it. Love it. I love that we're level 55. It does mean that we've got fishing to do, but not today. We won't do the next round of fishing. We will do that when we do our travel. Actually, that might be good. Maybe it will be best for us to wrap up this little quest. This is the easiest one. Because this geologist, this will ultimately give us the trip, the ledger to go around the world. And if we get this, if we do this quest quickly, and then we get the spiders. Alright, so this guy, that's a watchman. And then he'll give us the quest caught, and then there's one more quest after. The caught quest is very easy, just kill 8 geologists. Okay. So key to freedom.
Who is it? Can't you see I'm busy? Well, I'll be. How in tarnation? You found the key. I knew them blasted dark irons were hiding it after they locked one in here. Thank you so much, Gleek and Soul. You're the greatest. Now just turn the key and let old Lockheed out of here.
So cool. Key to freedom. That's just a random drop. And it's really just to serve as a breadcrumb to come here.
Hello?
Caught.
Hey, you get over here. Ah, thank you so much, Gleek and Soul. I'm free, finally. You take care of yourself. I'm getting out of here.
That's what happens if you free them.
You got to help me out. I was running from them dark iron doors and I hid in here to get out of sight. Damn blasted geologists and their magic ways. They must have seen me hide, because next thing I knew, they locked the door and stuck me in here. Teach them geologists a lesson. Oh, can you get me some pieces of silk cloth for nothing?
Okay, so the quest caught. Lowest level quest in the zone. I don't feel like it is. Well, it is probably the easiest quest in the zone. Just kill a few geologists. Ooh, we have 2. Okay. That was a nice little hit there. I think these guys run. Okay, we got 2 geologists down. Just a matter of killing them. You need 8. And the problem is that there are not 8. So the real problem is you gotta go about your business a little bit and come back. Got a dagger. That guy you can't interact with, that's alliance only. There are close to 8, but I think there's maybe 6. And then there is a spot up a ways you can go. So we've got, oh, and look, the dagger drop rate's pretty good. Okay. This is 4, I think there's one right there. No. Yes, there is. Oh, those are both watchmen. Okay, so we've killed 5. and there are no more around. So we've got to wait for them to respawn. That's kind of a problem. We can come back here, maybe. I feel like I'm hearing some kind of weird siren or something. Alright, so I'm going to go back around now and see if I can get more hits on the Smith's Tuyere. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. I feel like there's something. It must be in-game. Because it sounds almost like sirens, but when I take the headphones out, I can't hear it. Now, sometimes the mic is more sensitive, and it can pick up things beyond my normal hearing. So maybe there's like a siren far off in the distance that my mic is picking up. Or it's the sound of the ambient sound in this game, and I'm just... Sounds like sirens to me tonight. I don't know. Weird. Alright, so back to see if we can get some more cracks at the Smith's Tuyere. Before we go back for more geologists. There's a... Nope. Well, we do need these taskmasters also, so... Why the heck not? Taskmasters and steamsmiths, or not steamsmiths, but slavers. Actually, these are both taskmasters. Oh, that jerk killed my thing. Plus, I need 2 more daggers, so turning that in will help. You need 30 total of these killers. So what do we have? 6 so far, so we're 20% of the way of those guys. Alright, back to the steamsmith. These are the ones we really need. They have the chance. Alright, so this is steamsmith number 5. Just gotta give them time to respawn like this. We just basically need to do a sweep every time they pop up. We're not in, like, emergent farming time yet. Nope. Okay, this will be steamsmith number 6. No, we got a dagger. So we're only down to needing 1 more dagger. Alright, here we go with number 7. Just as an idea of how long it might take for killing these guys. Last time I think we got it on the first or second kill. Maybe I'm not going to need it. Nope, but we got a final dagger. This will be number 8. Okay, so no more daggers needed. We'll go turn those in to the dude. See where we can get it here. Come on. Nope. We're going to save some of these scrolls for when we go killing those elites later. Okay, here's number 9. We need the slaver too, so... Steamsmith 9, and then this other guy is not a steamsmith, he's just a kill. Let's see if we get lucky, loves. Getting netted. I use my little quickie cast. Nope. Did not get it. So 9 steamsmiths did not work. Nine steamsmiths. We do need these guys. This will be our 9th. So we'll be 30% of the... No, this will be our 8th, I mean. Thanks. Okay. Alright, so another clearing of that area did not suffice. 9 steamsmiths, still no Gruyere. And we've killed 8 of the Slaver Taskmaster combo dudes. We'll look for some more of those. We can go turn in this other quest. Might as well. There's nothing hurting us from doing that. We'll go over for some geologists too.
Looking for something specific?
8 Glyconsol. I need 8. So forging the shaft is now gonna be done. Cool.
You're an exceptional laborer, adventurer. Have you ever considered a change of vocation? Perhaps a detective? Junk collector? Oh, I know, one of those silly gnomes that crawl across the beaches of Azeroth with their metal detecting contraptions, looking for lost treasure. Yes, that would be an ideal position for you. Would be... We need one final piece to form the torch. In the mountains to the northwest, you will find a large encampment of Twilight's Hammer. It is rumored that they carry symbols and idols that pay homage to their god. These symbols and idols could carry sufficient enchantment to form a magical casing. Bring me a single symbol of Ragnaros, and I will try to extract the magic from the item to create the casing.
Okay, we are not doing that anytime soon. That's where we have to go kill those dudes. I am not about that life right now. We're going to save that one for almost last. That one's just annoying. Alright, so... let's go back and see if we can get the Smith's Gruyere, see if any of them respawned. I see some respawned, not responded. Yeah, probably not. Respawn is okay on them. Alright, I guess we'll make our way around here. Back to kill more geologists. If we take the long way, we'll be able to get the geologists. Then that will open up the next travel path for us. Where that could probably be about where we wrap it. So what do we have here still? We're going to need to do... we need to find the Tuyere. So that's whatever. That's just RNG. We'll be fine on that one. We need to kill a total of 22 more of the Taskmasters and Slavers. That's no biggie either. We need to kill the Incendisaurs when we're down in here. Those guys are for a quest. I'm pretty sure it's a tailoring quest. You are a tailor. You want to learn a Shadow Silk recipe, Shadow Silk mask, or something like that. You pick it up from the other guy and go kill him. We do need these glass web spiders. We can potentially work on that right now. I'm actually not even really that worried about that. I don't see... oh, there's a geologist if we want to kill that dude. What? Oh. Didn't even... like... okay, so we got one. Yeah, that... he was after us. We need 2 more geologists. Yeah, honestly, our biggest... issue today has been competing for our questing spots with Alliance. There's just been... I guess that's maybe just par for the course. There's just a lot more Alliance, and it tracks if you look at the quests. There are a few Alliance quest chains here, and they do not exist elsewhere. That's a Watchman. There's a Geologist. So, I guess I'll just kill this just for fun. Because even this is only going to be number 7. That guy's up there again. So we're still going to need one more geologist. Lame. Okay. Yeah, that's a bummer. Still couldn't quite get there. Alright, I guess we'll go back up for one more run at the Steamsmiths. We're kind of just running circles right now. If we see Taskmasters or Slavers, we'll kill those, and I'll do another run at Steamsmiths. I'm not gonna really press that issue that much because now it's not even worth it. We can travel after. We can make this episode be 3 long. We can add in that traveling to turn into book on another run. So we'll finish it this weekend. I really think this is going to only take us 3 episodes because what do we have left? So Caught, we're about to finish, and Ledger from Tanaris we can finish. I don't know, even if we finish that one in the 3rd episode. Stolen Smithing Tuyere and Culling the Competition. We're going to get very close to finishing those right now. So that'll definitely be the next episode. Incendisaur, we just get that when we go down there. That's fine too. We'll get that one. What the Flux and Wanted Overseer Maltorius, we're going to need an ally for. I didn't see anybody, but this weekend. We should be able to get some allies to help us with that. Torch of Retribution, that happens after we run around and kill those things. The Elites, that's maybe the next one. That's maybe the 3rd one. Not sure. Here's a slaver. There you go. Here's a couple more guys. Okay, so this is just going to get us up a couple more. Okay, and then the killing, the grind. Yeah, other than that, those are all quick, bam, bam, bam. And then, yeah, other than that, it's just the grind. So that'll happen on the 3rd final one too. So next time we should be able to finish these guys out. We should be able to do the Wanted Overseer Maltorius. This guy's potentially going to aggro my totems. Get the traveling done maybe at the end of the next one. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I'll probably save that one for the very end. So next time we'll get the Incendisaurs done, at least the first part. We might get lucky and get the... This will be our 10th Steamsmith right now. So I see a respawn pack. We might be able to get lucky. Excusez-moi. But yeah, I do not see, unless we get the most extremely frustrating bad luck, I don't see this taking us more than 2 more episodes. Okay, this will be the 11th Steamsmith. These guys, yeah, just... There's just nothing we can do with that one. Nope. Okay. Couple more lined up. Oopsie. After this clear, I think I'll probably log. If we get it, cool, I'll go turn it in. If not, you know, whatever. But it's time to start prepping for tonight's basketball game, Game 4. Hopefully the old Timberwolves keep bringing it. Nope, okay. I think that was... Now this is 12? 12 or 13? I don't know. 12, let's just be conservative and say 12. Same dudes, running around. Got it. Perfect. Alright, so. That's a good one. So I'm not that worried about those. We'll go turn this one in. We need to turn in the geologist. That's the end of that quest line. That was actually a shaman like me. So next time we can get the geologist, but then we're still going to have to fight the crystal spiders. We'll work on getting the rest of the dark iron as we work our way down to the incendisaurs, and we'll keep spamming needing What the Flux and Wanted Overseer Maltorius. We may or may not. We could have bad luck not getting friends for that, but I hope if we just spam it, we'll be okay.
Here there.
Be good.
If you're here for the reward, you're gonna have to give me the stolen goods.
Fantastic work. Now for your reward.
I think I have a healing glove set. Yeah, so this is just not a good set then.
Be good.
Okay, so plate, not for her anyway.
How are you?
Save that, bam, bam. Save those. Okay. Alright, so that's cool. We got the stolen smithing Tuyere, another one in the dust. We completed, well, I guess blue was already done. We did a lot. Put in some good work today. Alright, everybody. So I appreciate you so much for bearing with me, and I hope that, you know, highs and lows, that this journey provides something for you. If you like what we do, check out the Assassin's Creed. We'll be adding more to that tomorrow on the Patreon. Check the links, and if you want to follow our journey on your own without listening to me, go ahead. The sheets are there too. You can do it in that way as well. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for watching and listening and tuning in. For now, another episode in the pipe 5x5.